Well, there is a lot to unpack here, and it all began around 8:30 this morning in Spokane Valley near Sprague Avenue. A father and daughter were waiting in line in their car at the Whistle Stop coffee shop when a suspect approached them and stole their vehicle at gunpoint. The suspect then drove away, reaching speeds up to 140 miles per hour on I-90, setting off a chain of tragic events that would soon follow.
I mean, on a Sunday morning, it's kind of a slower pace to start out, not really expecting anything like that to happen.
Jeff Moreland and his family has owned the Whistle Stop coffee shop since 2007. And what he initially assumed was a typical Father's Day morning with traffic at his coffee stand quickly turned into a frightening scene.
The car was actually parked right here, waiting in line for coffee. And that's where it all really happened, is they were a couple cars away from being at the window.
The Spokane County Sheriff's Office reports the suspect had an AR-15 rifle and a 9mm handgun in their possession. What you're looking at right now is security footage we received from the coffee shop owner of the suspect walking over to the dad and daughter in their vehicle. The suspect is seen with a weapon in his hand, and shortly after, the dad and daughter exit the vehicle as the suspect later then takes off. After leaving the coffee shop, the suspect quickly got onto I-90 heading towards Idaho.
Speeds were estimated at over 140 miles an hour of the suspect. Law enforcement were not able to catch up to the suspect vehicle.
That's when reports came in of another carjacking attempt, this time at the State Line Village.
We had an aggravated assault with a vehicle. We had 3 attempted carjackings. We had another successful carjacking, and we had a murder.
Authorities say at the State Line Village, the suspect intentionally hit a motorcyclist, stole another vehicle, and started heading back towards Spokane Valley. But before the suspect left State Line, they shot a Good Samaritan trying to help a woman who was victim of one of those carjacking attempts, which resulted in the Good Samaritan being killed.
I believe that he saw a woman that was in distress, and he went to the aid, and unfortunately, he did pay the highest price for it.
As the suspect went back towards Spokane Valley, that's when there was one more carjacking attempt in the East Valley area. Authorities responded yet again, and reports say the suspect was shooting outside his car window at law enforcement. The suspect was finally located on Trenton Pines, where the suspect hit a civilian car and a Washington State Patrol vehicle. WSP troopers were already in the area patrolling a separate vehicle crash. When they were alerted, the suspect was on their way to that same area, which gave them time to block the roadway. Shortly after, the suspect fired more shots after crashing. They then exited the stolen truck, and law enforcement advised shots had been fired and the suspect was down. Soon after, the suspect was pronounced dead at the scene.
What happened out in State Line could have easily been right here.
I want to emphasize how professionally, how swiftly, and how decisively law enforcement acted in this very dangerous moment. It was dangerous for them. It was dangerous for the public. They didn't hesitate, and I'm proud of them.
Now, this investigation is still ongoing, which means details can still change. The Spokane Independent Investigative Response Team is currently conducting their own investigation. And of course, as we learn more details about the suspect and all those impacted, we will of course keep our viewers updated. I'm reporting in the newsroom at Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.